What do you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday morning, August 26th, 2016, and I made it to work for the day. I had my camera packed up in my bag, and I didn't have a chance to film a clip on the ride in. So on the agenda today, I'm going to be installing all this gear in one of those racks. Stay tuned for more. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Just getting out of work for the day, and not too much going on. Want to run a couple errands before I head out and get on the road to go see Vicky. And the radio in this truck is broke, so it just turns on randomly. I don't know, I'm kind of touched base on it yesterday, but I figured out yesterday that it's going to be too cost prohibitive to make those puzzle boxes or puzzle books like I wanted to do by the way I thought. So like I thought I could just like create the designs and then send them out to like a company and have them cut it for me. Pinocchio is a company that I've used before for laser cutting stuff, 3D printing stuff, whatever. And you know, for small batches and stuff, it's not too bad. But like there'd be a lot of test fit, trial and error going on with these books in kind of like the research and development phase. So basically that's why the other guy that made the Codex book, why he did a Kickstarter, I'm guessing, because he wanted to buy the lasers. So I don't know, I was kind of pissed off, you know, yesterday when I just had some basic engraving on one page and whatever, it was like gonna be like over $100 to have it laser cut. So I realized like the engraving jacks the price up way high. So I removed the engraving and all that, and I was gonna be able to do it for like $20 on like, what was it, on like cardboard or something. They're one of their cheapest materials. Problem being, you know, shipping was like $20. So I'm like, alright, so it's gonna be like $40-50 to do one test sheet just to see if my design even works. If my design doesn't work, I'm out that money, and then what? Like, am I gonna keep like, you know, going back and forth and messing around with this, just trying to figure this out? So I was back to the drawing board. I was like, well, I guess I'm not gonna make these things or whatever. And then I was like, you know, how much does the laser cost? So I found this one company that they just did a Kickstarter, and I remember when the Kickstarter came out, I was like, oh, okay. They have them for like, let me see, their cheapest model, it's called Glow Forge. Their cheapest model's like, I don't know, I think it's like $2,300. Their middle model's just under $3,000, and then their pro model is like $5,000. So I was like, man, just over a couple grand. You know, I've always wanted to dabble with these laser cutters and 3D printers and all that. I think I could actually do more with a laser cutter than a 3D printer, at least at this point. So I was sitting there going back and forth, him and Han, and I was like, well, you know what, maybe I'll look into that. So they have like an introductory price where it's like a lot cheaper than it will be. This laser cutter is not only a laser cutter, but it'll like also do like scanning, and then like, so like let's say Grant does a drawing or something, I can put that in there, it'll actually scan it, and then I can actually engrave with the laser like over any drawing. So like it could just be a hand drawing or something. The bottom two models have 40-watt lasers. The Pro model, I believe, is a 45-watt laser. I think they're CO2 lasers. They just print and hook up like a normal printer. The cheapest model, you have to vent like to a window. The middle model comes with a special filter that you can like, it recycles the exhaust gases and shit. So that's about all that's going on now. I'm just trying to figure out, like, alright, if I got one of these laser cutters, could I get it to pay for itself? And that's kind of where I'm at now with you know, I'm doing some research, kind of trying to figure out, like, okay, you know, like, is there even a market for these books? And because I mean, basically I'm going to need this laser printer, and I'm going to be playing with it for a long time, tweaking and designing and coming up with some stuff. So I don't know, I'm not sure yet how this is all going to work and stuff. So for now, I'm just in the concept design stage. You know, I was looking through some websites, trying to come up with some other concepts or ideas of stuff that I would like to make in the future with these, with a laser cutter. And like I said, it also does engraving and stuff like that. So it takes a lot longer to do engravings and all that, but you know, that's something that could bring some value too in the future or whatever. So, one thing I was thinking, I could probably get some cheap wood and laser cut and assemble like apple boxes for photography posing. I've always wanted a set of apple boxes. Like a legit set is like $200-300. So, you know, if I could buy, you know, $10 worth of material and cut my own and assemble my own, you know, that's a lot of money saved. So it's just a lot of it's something that's been on my mind like all week. So I spent like 2 days or over a day designing, figuring out Illustrator and all that to just come up with my basic box design for this book. And then I went to go get it printed, and it was like so much money. I'm like, well, see you out there. So I'm gonna get on the road. I am gonna stop at AutoZone and swap out my heater cores for free. I'm gonna go pick up some flowers for Vicky and surprise her, because her place is gonna be pretty much barren and she's gonna be sleeping on an air mattress for the next like 2 weeks. And yeah, that's about it. So stay tuned for more. I need to get Sophie picked up and get her on the road as well. So I got a lot to do. All right, so there you have it. This is the broken, defective heater core. It's sitting in a puddle of coolant right now, but it was leaking somewhere around this corner here. I believe most or all of this damage was done when I just removed it just now. So it's kind of a crappy build. Looks like it's almost designed how my intercoolers are. So probably one of these welds broke or blew off. Don't exactly see where it's dripping, but it is dripping. Alright, so this message is mainly for my son Grant, who is currently 4 years old. And my message to you, my son, is this: hard work doesn't come easy. When everyone says that you can't do it, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. When I do jobs like this or things like this and I take photos of it and I show it to other people, the first thing they tell me is why, or ask me is why. Why don't you just go buy a new car? Why would you keep this car? And it doesn't even pertain to just this particular stuff. It could be anything in life. What I've found out is that if it looks like work, people tend to run away. There's a Navy SEAL saying that goes, if it doesn't suck, we're not doing it. And it's not about taking the easy path or the quick way out. And it's definitely not contributing to this disposable society that we live in. Things that were meant to be maintained, fixed, rebuilt, worked on, that's what we do. So when someone in your life comes to you And when you have an idea or a thought and they tell you you can't do that, or that's a lot of work, or that's too hard, or you don't know how to do that, take caution of those kind of people. You don't want those types of people as your friends. I will say this, if you come to me with an idea and I tell you that, hey, that's pretty tough, I don't know if you can do that, that's not because I don't believe in you. That's just me testing you. I'm not going to back you up unless I know that your heart's fully in it, whatever decision it is. If you truly want it, you got to have it, I'll help you, and we'll figure it out together. If you're kind of wishy-washy or half-assed about it, I'm going to push back, and I'm going to say, nah, I don't think so. Because I'm not here to do your work for you, but at the same time, whatever you set your mind to, whatever you truly want to accomplish in life, it's yours, man. So remember that. When the going gets tough, it's not just the tough gets going. It's about doing work, putting in everything you got, and doing the best you can no matter what you're doing. I love you. First bazooka pipe. Alright, almost to Vicky's place here. Just massive accident scene or something going on here. It looks, oh, that's a truck in the ditch, and another white four-door car. Wow. Man, I don't know how bad this is, but it doesn't look good.